Yeah?
Are we good?
Camera is walking.
Camera is walking, audio is
Running.
walking.
This is such a bad joke
Okay,
if you're not
sorry.
Dutch.
Okay, let's rock.
The literal translation of we are recording.
Yeah.
When we say it in Dutch, we say de camera loopt, as in the camera is walking. So
Does make sense.
Wow.
Okay, let's
That's great.
Hi,
So
and
I'm sorry.
no, it's fine.
Harder clap. Here we go.
He already did that.
Alright, okay,
Okay,
check.
let's go. Hi, and welcome to GeekTalk, episode number 3. My name is Caroline. I'm a content creator at WebinarGeek, and today I have with me,
Jan-Willem, content creator at WebinarGeek as well.
and of course we have a guest with us, which is
Kat, I'm a customer success manager for Team USA.
exactly. So we
Yes.
have our USA colleague right here with us in the studio, in the HQ in the Netherlands. So we are very excited to have her here. So, Kath, I have a question for you. What makes you a geek?
Ooh, many things. It was hard to decide, I think. At this point, I would say my previous career before WebinarGeek, I worked in architecture. And so it was a very technical career. I had to learn lots and lots of software. So when I transitioned into customer success, which is very similar in the fact that it's client-facing and that we are examining their needs and finding the best solutions for them, it seemed like a natural transition. And also working in software, from working in extremely technical software to something like WebinarGeek, where it's intuitive and so simple, seemed like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool. I remember when we were walking in New York in April that
Yeah.
you were pointing out a lot of on the architectural structures there. So I knew that this answer was coming.
Yeah, cool. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You had a feeling about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, of course, you are one of our customer success managers, especially for Team USA. As a customer success manager, you speak to a lot of customers, you speak to a lot of people. And I was wondering, we do get a lot of feedback, of course, from our customers. What is your view on how to deal with feedback and how to receive feedback from customers? Because it's something that I don't think a lot of people think about, how to receive feedback and what to do with that feedback. So what is your view on that?
I find it essential in all aspects of design and service, especially software. And this relates as well to my previous career, is user-centered design. That is the essence of architecture and many other facets, including software. So communicating with clients constantly, sometimes having to find the right questions to ask them to get their needs out loud and to constantly evolve the product and design it and develop new features that are exactly according to what they need and what they request. So whether it's through communicating via chat, live chat, or in our live demos together, any kind of follow-up meetings or phone calls, every interaction that we use, I gather the feedback, I prioritize it according to the number of requests and the demand, and then I schedule meetings with the development team and make sure that I advocate for the clients and get that communicated out there and that we get it on the product roadmap. So WebinarGeek itself is entirely built based off of what clients need and what they request. So absolutely, even if you just go into empathy, which is also a facet of user-centered design, is being empathetic to the customer's needs as well. And if we think of webinars in general, and some people are concerned, okay, it's been the pandemic, are people going to continue using webinars? Yes, and part of that is being empathetic to diversity and inclusion, and including people who otherwise wouldn't be able to attend live. They wouldn't be able to go to the real event. So we don't want to go back to excluding those people, and also giving people the option of, okay, maybe they have kids at home and they can't leave that day, always having an option for them to engage with their audience and engage with the host itself and participate in that event. And for the hosts themselves, if you plan on organizing webinars, you can also engage with your audience, make sure that you are empathetic to your viewers and their needs, and also get their feedback. And you can do that in a number of ways, including the live chat. You can do that with interactions, polls, as well as call to actions, quizzes, all these things. You can even do a question box. And most importantly, at the end, an evaluation survey. This is the most important thing to discover. Okay, when would be the best time to broadcast your webinars for your audience? What would they like to learn more about, and et cetera, et cetera. So I would really recommend and emphasize including those features and being empathetic to your viewers and your target audience. Did you get that spiel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
No, that was awesome.
I have to rant.
No, it's great. It's very complete. And I was, at the first part of what you said, I actually thought about it's a pretty interesting position because you have to you're in between the company and the customer. So it's really like a crucial role where you see how things that we what we think which is cool or which we think should be in the platform or in the solution, how people react. And I think that is always an interesting point of view, because you can either decide I'm going my way, I'm not looking at the feedback of others, and there will be people that follow me. There will be haters that will leave me. It's like music bands do that all the time. So I think that's with business. It's a little bit the same. You can either you can go in a direction where you think, no, I'm very stubborn. I'm going this way because I want to. But this is so in the end, it's not static, right?
Absolutely, there's a balance that's required between they're watching you for a reason. It could be your personal brand, and so for you to maybe change your brand entirely to what your fan base in that example wants, then maybe that's not what they want. They want to see what you can come up with for them. But it's also a balance, because if you go against maybe what your core supporters were interested in the first place, that might discourage and make that journey more difficult. And
it is complex, because at a certain moment you're there will be like fans, there will be customers come and go, there will be from new generations, they have different needs. So that's it's a very vibrant position to really look at the market to see what do people need, how can and if there are so many people at once for so many customers, how do you distract or bundle the things, the feedback.
Absolutely. I'm keeping a finger on the pulse pretty much. And considering that, balancing it with your expertise and how you can be inspired by their feedback to create something unique that maybe even they wouldn't have thought about. So,
and I think a great example of that is something that is upcoming for us in our app, which is the new streaming page, which is, you could see it as a collaboration between WebinarGeek, us, the developers, and our customers, because it has been co-created by our customers, by their feedback, by their requests, because a lot of requests that we've gotten over the last few years are now being developed in the new streaming page.
Yes, exactly.
That's right. Yeah, we deserve, our clients and our customers deserve the credit. So we owe it to them for coming up with the needs and advocating for those needs. And it was absolutely a co-partnership.
Great, thank you.
Oh,
all right, so before we end this, I have an icebreaker. Jan-Willem, do you want to explain the icebreakers?
Yes, of course. Well, the icebreakers is a very innovative way to engage in a conversation or to leave a conversation. And we created it for an event that we attended. Because when you're at an event, you probably talk to 20, 30 people, but you really want to make that conversation memorable, and that's why we came up with the icebreaker concept.
So the icebreakers are playing cards.
Yes, they're playing cards with statements.
With statements, either questions or either are statements. And the question that I have for you, Kath, is what is the subject you like to talk about the most?
Ooh. Probably anything about Italy.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, all the best aspects, the different regions, the different towns you could spend a lifetime exploring. Yeah, I also have family there. I've spent a lot of time there.
You actually just came from Italy, right?
I did, yeah. So I was there for a month and a half, catching up with family. Hadn't seen them for 3 years. So yeah, I can absolutely go on and on about how much I love Italy. And the Netherlands, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, the Netherlands, Italy, like...
I know more about Italy, at
Yeah.
least. So.
I mean...
on climate, I would say this week it's almost the same.
No, I don't think so.
Depends
Okay.
on the region.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not 40 degrees here, so...
No, it feels like this sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
definitely true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another question for you, which is not part of the icebreakers,
Yeah.
but what is your favorite Italian food?
Ooh. I'd say it's a sweet, it's a dessert. Granita al pistacchio. It's a type of ice cream almost. It's a
like
variation.
crushed ice, right?
Yes,
Yes.
but in a way that you wouldn't kind of expect it to be. It's not
Yeah.
anything like a slushy at all. It's very peculiar and specific to Catania, although another rival city, Messina, also makes it. But yeah, pistachios are a well-known produce of Sicily. So any kind of, even pesto al pistacchio, but especially granita, if you can get your hands or taste buds on that, I really, really recommend it.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, and I love the background story of rivaling cities. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you
Well,
for
thanks
being
a
here.
lot. Thanks a lot for joining
for
us
having me.
from the USA.
Yes.
Now-
So happy to be here.
We are incredibly happy you're here.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching, and we will hope to see you in the next episode, which is episode 4. So until next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you.